Morning, everybody, and welcome to this. Forgot what call we're on. Group Connect call. This call is only available for our app users. So anybody that's on the app or subscribe to the app, doesn't matter what your membership is, you'll get access to this call. Yeah, so we'll by the turnout today, we'll have this call every week. It gives you an opportunity to come and connect with, especially if you're new, to come and just very quickly come and connect with a few of the members. And before we get started, I'm going to ask everybody in the meantime, if you are watching this recording, if you want to join this call next time, if you're watching this on YouTube or something like that, all you need to do is go to download the app, and the details get shared on the morning of the call. The Zoom link will be shared there, and you can join us. This is just going to be a quick. I'm going to ask everybody just to unmute themselves, just to tell us where you're from, and just a brief what it is you do. Okay. This is not it's what I call just a brief introduction. So, it's not, the time goes quite quickly in that. So it's not an opportunity for us to do a 25-minute sales pitch. Okay. It also helps you actually to introduce your business in an effective way as well, and helps you practice that as well. So yeah, in the meantime, what you can do in the chat box, just share your contact details, whatever it is you want me to share at the bottom of this YouTube video. You can just post that there, and then that's going to be added to the video. So just quickly today, before I let everybody start introducing themselves, everything we do in this community, if you haven't noticed, if you're on the app, or maybe you've joined our other calls and that, like last night we had our speed networking call, everything is around connecting. Okay. So connecting essentially is having conversations. Today we're having a group conversation, and obviously it's a different format. I have been asked a number of times, are we allowed to private message people in the app? 100% yes. Okay. But just obviously don't spam people with your business details, because any form of spamming, whether it's on the activity feed, anywhere, you will be the stuff will be removed. And obviously we haven't had to do it yet, but I don't think we will need to. But if it does come to that, we will also then rather remove you from the app. We want to make sure that the community is there for the purpose that we intended it, which is to connect. So awesome way to start meeting new people is you go on the app, you private, you go have a look at a few people, maybe the people that are posting in the activity feed. They're probably the people like Crystal and Candy and Miles and Sebo that are constantly posting in that. Maybe start with them, start connecting with them. And then you can connect with anybody in the app. Just FYI, if it says free member on their name or tagged on their name, they're not subscribing at the moment. Okay, so if you send them a message, they're not going to, they'll receive it, but until they come back into the app, they actually won't see the message, if that makes sense. So just bear that in mind. So I want to just focus today on the connecting part, because we don't have much time, but really, really important. Everything we do is around having conversations. And the reason why this is so important is because everything starts with a conversation. Okay, you want more sales, you need to have more conversations. You want to grow your business, you need to have more conversations. If you want to grow your network, you need to have more conversations. Okay, that's why conversations are so important. This is not trying to sell people your shit. It is connecting with people. And it's simply, you set up a 15-20 minute call, you jump on that call. Hey, Crystal, what is it that you do? And obviously you're going to get an opportunity to share what you do, and you see what comes from that call. If it's just awesome, it's lacquer to connect with you, maybe circle back at a later stage, then it's still valuable. Okay. Because every time you're doing that, I call it planting seeds. Okay. Every time you have a conversation, you're planting seeds, and you do that all day, every day. Eventually something has to grow. No matter how bad you're at sales or networking or whatever, eventually something has to grow. Okay. That's why that's important. So don't get too attached on the outcome. Like, oh, I've connected with 10 people and I haven't got a new deal. Okay. No, don't worry about that. The deals come. Just keep doing do the right things, and the stuff comes eventually. Okay. Don't any conversation you have is never, ever a waste of time. Okay. So just bear that in mind. Now, I'm not saying you must go and have a conversation with somebody for 5 hours, because that's not effective and that is a waste of time. You can have that's why I say don't do the connect calls for longer than 30 minutes max. I do mine 20 minutes and it gives you enough time. If there's something else to discuss, like shit, I didn't realize I've got some, there's some business overlap, maybe there's a project or something like that, then we set up another call. And then we say, okay, cool, let's do an hour call. Now we can explore that in more depth. But the connect call, keep it at 20 minutes or whatever you've booked it. It also helps you with time management. Okay, how many people here on this call get on a 20-minute, 30-minute call, and an hour later they're still on that call? That's not focused leadership. Okay, that's not you want to manage your time, because the thing is, if you can't manage a call like that, I can tell you now, you're not managing your meetings, you're not managing probably a lot of areas in your life. So it helps you create that. Okay, 20-minute call. Hey, we've got 3 minutes left. You'll always see me if anybody's joined one of my coaching calls or whatever. I always, hey, we've got 20 minutes left. We've got 10 minutes left. We've got 5 minutes left. And 99% of the times I've finished that call at the agreed time. Okay. So there's other skills that you're actually learning on the back end as well when you're doing these connect calls. You're learning how to connect with random people, and sometimes it can be awkward. Okay, especially in the beginning when you've never done it, it can be awkward. Okay, but that's how you learn. Eventually, like myself, you'll get to a point where you can connect with anybody and shoot the breeze and create conversations out of nothing. Okay, so cool. I'm going to just go as per my screen. I'm going to leave Candy and Miles. I'm going to leave you for last because I know you were on the call last week as well on that. So I'm going to start with you, Shauna. Do you want to maybe just unmute yourself? If I can ask everybody else to just keep themselves muted so we don't have background noise. And then you can just, when it's your time, you can unmute yourself again. Cool. All right, Shauna, just share with us, obviously we know your name, but just where you're from and just briefly what it is you do.
Thanks, Quentin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ishana Ryan, and I'm based in Johannesburg. I own a company called Mish Strategies, and my core service offering is strategic process mapping, standard operating procedures, and then implementation and training of such.
And tell me, it's consulting is what I'm hearing.
Yes, it's business
Consultancy.
consulting.
And just briefly, what's the typical problems that you assist your clients with?
Okay, so I typically assist with decomplicating complex strategies, so simplifying complex strategies and also building standard operating procedures for companies so they can better understand their processes. We help with automation, scaling, diversification, that sort of stuff. So that's my core service.
Awesome. Thank you. I don't know if you have shared your details in the chat box. If you can, just make sure you do that. Cool. Next up, I've got Crystal.
So I'm from Durban based, but I love technology because it means we can connect with anyone. It doesn't really matter where we're sitting anymore. So I think a good question that you asked there, Quentin, is how do we help clients? So from an organizational culture point of view, that is really where we step in with the people profiling. From when companies are bringing people on board, we use psychometric tools to measure whether the person's actually the right fit for the job and the company and the culture. And then if they've already got people in the job, what to do to develop them so that they actually bring their best performance to the job. Because passionately, as well from an ER point of view, the way we treat people at work is typically going to impact their home life and their social life and family life out of that working environment. And then big passion at the moment is also helping other people or training other coaches and consultants who want to be able to deliver emotional intelligence tools and assessments to their clients, so empowering them with the skills and the certification to be able to do that.
Cool. Awesome. Now I've learned something new because I didn't realize you also do that for consultants and coaches. So yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. Let me go. If I don't pronounce the names right, please just forgive me. Gamma.
Yeah, Gamma.
Gamma, okay.
Morning, everyone. My business is at Moments Coaching, and we focus on 3 areas. So the first area is coaching for children who want to have confidence, who have fears, where they can't communicate properly. So we build confidence around this area by the program that we have. The second area is someone who wants to do career positioning, who wants to change careers. We provide training and we do a landmark where we navigate the person towards that specific career goal. And lastly, it's people who want to develop their communication and leadership skills in the career field or working environment.
Cool. And what area, I may have missed it, but what area are you from, or where you based?
I'm based in Johannesburg North in Gauteng.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Thank you for sharing. Next up, this is actually going a lot faster than thing, but we'll circle back shortly. Moses, are you there? Moses? Okay.
Yes, I'm there. Good morning, everyone.
How's it?
So my name is Moses. I'm a private chef, and I specialize in luxury in-home dining. So what I do, I help food enthusiasts host unforgettable private dinners, brunches, and wine pet events without having to leave the comfort of their homes. Think of it as having a fine dining restaurant come to you. And I'm based in Boksburg in the East Rand.
Awesome. So it's quite a. I would say I just want to quickly. It's quite an interesting concept. So, so Moses, just to add to what he's already shared, Moses actually does private dinners at your house. So he comes in and you have a dinner at your house, and obviously like restaurant style dinner, but again in the comfort of your own home or whatever. So, and it's a lot more affordable than what you may think. Just so you know as well. Cool. Thanks, Moses. Lekker to see you again on the calls and that.
Thank you, Quinton.
David, you up next.
Okay, morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm based in Soweto, although working in Alberton, I'm in Johannesburg. I do run a company in a realty space, Degree Realty. So here we deal with, bringing sellers and buyers together. I've got pre-qualified buyers already on my list, which when you do need something, and then I can always match what you do want. So we're just doing team matchmaking, I would say, yes. I'm also doing student accommodation investments, especially in the likes of University of Johannesburg, wherein you can get something around Auckland Park, Melville, Soweto, this side of Pimville, and so on. Yes. Thank you so much, Quinton.
David, just out of curiosity, how long have you been in business for?
It's been 3 years now.
Okay, cool. And before that?
Oh, before that, I was in a financial institution. I was with Standard Bank for the past 9 years.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Now everybody's changed that. So let's go. Sebo, you're up next.
Hello, everybody. Trevor, based in Durban, and our company is called For Your Future Solutions, and we just centered around sales coaching and sales development. It's mainly focused in relationship dynamic when it comes to your business and their customers, how to navigate around that relationship, and how to also enhance the value you give as a business. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Love to travel, love to do prize, and yeah, based in Durban.
Yeah, so if you are watching this recording or if you're on this call, I don't know if you are in the Durban area. So let me actually just quickly share because we've got a bit of time now. So this weekend we've got our face-to-face meetups. Okay, so we've got our meetup in Bryanston. That's on Saturday. We've got a meetup in Bloberg in Cape Town. That's also on Saturday. And then we've got the one in Suncoast Casino. Which is Durban.
Yeah. Tiger's Milk, yes.
Yeah, they're all at Tiger's Milk. So if you're in any of those areas or whatever, you can go through there and meet a few of the people face to face. It's a very, it's a very relaxed environment. Let's put it like that. It's, again, we're there for 3 hours. We have conversations and connect with each other and that. So there's no 2-hour PowerPoint presentation and all that kind of stuff. It's super chilled. Go there. Even if you want to just pop in, you don't have to go there for the entire afternoon. I used to have a lot of people will come maybe for an hour and then leave and stuff like that. So that's important also just to notice that you don't have to be there the entire afternoon. If you've got a bit of time, you can just go through and pop in kind of thing. Cool. Next up, I've got Candy. I think I've gone through everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Candy. I'm based in Joburg. I offer brand photography services. So I do personal branding, teams, headshots, and some product photography. And this year, I'm actually incorporating some coaching into those packages. So a problem that I solve is helping my clients feel confident on camera to create, obviously, those images for their brand that they can use on their websites, on their social media, any type of marketing. But there's also, especially here in South Africa, there's a break in it where people do get that headshot done, but then they don't know how to become visible online. They don't know how to put themselves out there. And so I'm going to be incorporating some of the coaching into that of how we use those photos to attract clients to you, and you build a personal brand that attracts people. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I've missed anything, but that's me.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. And before I move on to Miles, we've got about 10 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is if Miles doesn't do a 25-minute sales pitch, which I don't think is gonna,
Wait.
then I'm going to quickly circle back. I want you to think of this in the meantime. If I had to ask you, why would a client reach out to you? So if I had to ask you as an example, Shana, could you share with us why would a client reach out to you? So for me, it would be like on my coaching, it would be a client would reach out to me when they're struggling with leadership in business, as an example, or they would reach out to me because they're struggling with sales in their business, or they would reach out to me because whatever that is. Okay, so I'm going to circle back and give everybody the opportunity to share the answer. So why would a client reach out to you? Okay, Miles, go for it.
Hi, everybody. So Miles from Cloud Engine. We do cloud-based software. That's anything from hosting to Microsoft products, security software, backup solutions. The main focus is business telephone systems, and just helping people get back to their either their landline number if they're not on it, or helping companies save on their landlines. Average cost saving of 50%. And I was going to go straight into that. Why would people reach out to me? Is problem solving? Yes, is always the first thing. They contact me when the telephones are a bugger, and I'll come and fix them when they're moving, anything like that, or just purely for the cost savings. Yeah, Miles from Cloud Engine.
Cool. Thanks, Miles. I appreciate that. Just a quick reminder again, I don't know if everybody's put their contact details in the chat box. So if you want your contact details at the bottom of the video, this YouTube, then just share your contact details in the chat box. I don't know if you've done it, David. I don't see your details, but yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm going to circle back. We've got about 8 minutes. So Ishana, why would somebody reach out to you?
So the first type of client that would reach out to me is a company that's maybe not achieving their strategy, or they're not growing, they're kind of stuck in their growth. And so we help them first break their strategy down to simplify it and then understand where they're getting stuck. And the second type of company that will contact me is to really draw up their standard operating procedures. So they either want to automate, they want to consider buying a new product line or diversifying their service offering. But in those instances, you would first need to have your standard operating procedures and your processes intact, so you understand which direction to move in and where to prioritize. So those are my two types of clients.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Next up, I'm going to go Gama.
So for the company, the problem that it solves, so in the aspects of children, so if you have a child that it has difficulty in expressing themselves, whether at home or with other people, as well as maybe at school, we help that and then build confidence around that area so that they are able to speak freely. The other area is, for example, someone who's very technical and they struggle when it comes to expressing ideas or maybe during presentation where they're very, very technical. And lastly, it's for someone who wants to change careers and they have a career goal aspiration, but they don't know how to navigate towards that goal in terms of skills and then what they need to do. So it's those three aspects. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I'm just going to go as per my screen. Next up, Moses.
Oh, thank you, Quinton. I honestly believe that food brings people together, and food is just the heart of every memorable gathering. So to answer your question, my clients would reach out to me because they want more than just a meal. They want to create meaningful experiences around the table. Perhaps they want to connect with their loved ones at a deeper level over a crafted dinner, or perhaps they want to close that deal that they've been working on for a very long time.
I actually didn't think of that. That's actually a very good thing for you to use. Is that if you want to impress a client and you have them over to your house and organize a private chef, that will be something very different as opposed to just taking them to a restaurant, which most people do. Yeah, I know Moses also, just for everybody, somebody, Moses, David, I think you're a realtor. Moses also does for he deals a lot with realty companies that organize when somebody's bought a house from them. They organize the first dinner at their house with a private chef being Moses. So that's another idea or good marketing thing as well. Anyway, cool. Next up, David. Why would clients reach out to you?
Oh, yes. I would say, Quinton, the reason why I would find clients just to connect with me first is I'm just keeping myself abreast with the the property knowledge. And the other thing is I've got no restrictions when it comes to places. I picked up a mandate in Free State yesterday. One of those things whereby, I am online as well, keeping myself, up to scratch with the property trends. It is not only with, I would say, the people that I know that I do business with. What matters, like you say, is who they know. So yes, I know I reached out again. When you put on Sunday, when you say what's happen onto your week this week, what is it that you want to achieve? If you remember week, yeah. So it's one.
Sorry, Quinton,
Thank
you're
you.
on mute.
My bad. So I'm talking away. Sorry, David. Your internet's not great, so we missed that last part. Sebo, go for it.
Why businesses reach out to me? I generally, have I guess a unique view when it comes to issues or challenges that they're facing. And I, like to find, sort of tailored solutions, something that's, not, done by everybody, something just to differentiate you. So I always just try to take a step back, understand the situation, and then offer a very, dynamic way of making sure that you leave your client happy.
Cool. Got 3 minutes left. The next step, Crystal.
So unfortunately, occasionally clients phone me because they've already had a painful hiring experience. So they're happy to pay me some money to save them lots of money in the hiring process. Then also if there's team conflict, so if there's a manager and one of his teammates or teammates within a team who do not get along, so partly a performance management challenge there. Big thing at the moment that we're doing a lot of work on is the psychological safety, where people want to be able to be comfortable enough to express what they need to within the working place. And then strategic workforce planning. So they want to know who, from a leadership pipeline point of view or development pipeline point of view, should be developed for potential future roles in the business. Those are a handful.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, I know there's a lot more to this question, but it also forces you to focus on one big thing. So, cool. I've got 2 minutes left, or a minute left. So, Candy, you can take us home. I know Miles has already answered the question, so you can share with us why clients would reach out to you.
Thanks. I'd say the biggest reason is when people are either stepping up in their business, or they feel a shift into the next phase. But obviously it's very daunting and they don't know how to get visible. A lot of these people are now redoing a website or doing a website for the first time, perhaps hired a social media manager or a marketing team, and they're feeling a little bit lost. They know they need to have photos done, but they hate the idea. So I hope that in my messaging, it's come across that I build trust in my client experience flow. And so, yeah, my answer would be mostly when clients are stepping up into a new phase and they need to increase their visibility and they need assistance along the way, not just a photo.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Cool. We're pretty much on time. Thank you very much for joining us. Just be on the lookout. We're probably going to do, not probably, we are going to do this call next week, Thursday again. Okay. And like I say, every time, I don't know if you did already, but obviously people have shared their contact details. You're more than welcome to also reach out to them outside of the app, because you're already on the app. Otherwise, what you can do, everybody on this call is in the app. You can go and private message in there. And connect and maybe find out a little bit more and start building the relationships. Yes, networking. People think they go to a networking event and they're done and dusted. I've networked. That's the start. That's step one of many, many steps. Step two is now you jump on a connect call. Okay, now you have a 20-minute call with one or two people here, and you grow that relationship. You go deeper in that relationship. And that's, I don't want to go overcomplicate things, but that's just, there's more to it than just coming to a call like this or event. That's part one of many parts. Okay. Awesome. Have a lacquer. It's already the end of the week, basically, but what's left of the week, have a lacquer week. Otherwise, I'll see hopefully you guys again next week on this call. Awesome. Chat you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.